Good morning and welcome back. So today we are going to do a boxing video. Mr. Buckethead is flown the coop and it's going to be somebody else's chicken. So it's a bummer for me. I've had this guitar for quite a few years. It's kind of been my pride and joy, probably my favorite guitar because it was the most unique. This is a 2010 model only, Buckethead signature. It's the standard. Has the binding high gloss finish on it. It's exactly the same thing that Buckethead played. So they made this in 2010 only. In 2011, 2012, they made a studio version. This one here has the 496R in the neck and the 500T ceramic in the bridge. It does have coil tap in the bridge. The Buckethead SG that I had coil tap in both, but this one only has it in the bridge. And then here's your three-way switch and your two kill switches. And it is an oversized body and 27 scale, right to Buckethead's specifications. It's chambered, so it's really light. Unfortunately, I broke a string detuning it yesterday, and I cut it off so it didn't break completely, but it broke right at the locking tuner right there and just kind of stretched the coil round out, and I figured it was best just to cut it off. So I asked the buyer what kind of strings he liked and he told me, so I ordered those on Reverb and direct shipped them right to his house, so they'll show up before this does. But back to this again. Yeah, this has the Ebony Fretboard on it, 27 markless frets, 24 or fingerboard is 27 markless, and then you got 24 jumbo frets on it. Just absolutely perfect condition, other than the two little tiny impressions that we've talked about time and time again on the show. If it wasn't for those two, it would be absolutely flawless. I mean, this guitar is just gorgeous. And I've seen a lot of Bucketheads out there, and they usually have a really dark patchy headstock or on the back. This one is starting to get a little bit of the aging on the back because I left it in the case too long. I thought I was doing it good, but obviously I wasn't. But definitely, if you're gonna, to the new buyer, if you're going to hang it, even if you have a string tree that is nitrocellulose safe, I was told to make sure I put a white guitar on leather because it still reacts. The nitro finish will still react. So for anybody else too, if you have a white guitar, make sure you hang it on leather. Steve told me down at Lay's to do that, and he gave this to me. So I'm gonna hang on to that for light colored and white guitars. So yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and get this packed up. It's gonna be a sad day to see it go. It's like I said, it's been here for quite a few years. I just wasn't willing to let it go for less than what I wanted for it, and I got what I wanted for it. So we are going to have to go ahead and get this packed up. So it will be the last time you guys see the Buckethead on the show. And back when I purchased it, you could get them at a pretty decent price. Still a whole lot more than they were when they were brand new. I think they were like between $4,500 and $5,000 brand new. Now they're selling for 10. So highly doubt that I'm going to end up with another one because they're really rare. 1 year only. Yeah, here's the case. Yeah, 1 year only. So I'm probably not going to stumble upon one cheap enough to purchase again for resale. Because that's what I do. I buy, sell, and trade. And if I can't make a profit on it, it's not in my best interest to purchase something. So anyhow, here is the warranty. I stick that up here in the headstock area so it kind of don't fit in the pocket. These are the original strap locks that came on it from Gibson. The strap locks that are on it are the ones that Buckethead actually uses. I bought this red switch tip from this company here, and the threads are a little different, so you'll have to use a tap and die set to just reset the threads in it. It's just plastic, so it'd be really super easy. I just don't have a tap that small. You probably get one on AutoZone or something, but Here is the Coa checklist with all the serial numbers and everything on it. And then of course, Gibson wiping cloth and owner's manual. So those are all gonna go in here. I'm actually gonna keep this out because I'm gonna spin the switch tip off. So the black switch tip is the one that fits it real good. And that's the one that came on it when I bought it. So that will go in there. Now we need to start to get this prepped. Just going to make sure it's detuned and up. See, I always go the wrong way on that. No wonder it was getting tighter. Now we just want to get this up under the guitar strings, slide it up like this. And what this is going to do is if it takes a hit to the front of the case and for some reason it transfers through, it's not going to shove the guitar strings into the frets and dent them. So that's the whole purpose of this. It protects the front of the pickups as well. Still feel a little tight there. Not going the wrong way. Yeah, that's why the strings broke. Whoever, these are the original strings that run it. Whoever put them through, it's got locking tuners. They just stuck it through and tightened it when the string was going straight through the eyelet. So, I mean, they didn't even wrap it once. So it broke from just stress of being half bent. So it definitely needed restrung. The guy that bought this, he has baritones like I used to have, the 27 scale or 28 scale baritone, and he has the Buckethead Studio, which he'll be selling. So keep your eye out for that. I don't know where he's listing it, but he will be selling that. I think I might be able to cut some of this off here. So I do like to take, and this isn't for support. This is just to take up space in that void behind the headstock there. Because you don't want it to, like I said, if it gets racked, you just want empty space to be taken up. So I'm trying to explain what I'm doing, because the guy that's buying this is also going to, like I said, sell his Buckethead, and he'll just reuse these packing materials to put his studio in here and get rid of it. So, all right, where is the other squirt? There it is. Alright. I don't need to put nothing else in here. Let me look at the listing. Make sure I didn't leave nothing behind. Orders. Alright. I do got everything in here. So, alright. It's not really going to hurt it if the foam sticks out a little bit. It just doesn't look as neat. course the string or the catch is hanging out. That just drives me nuts. All right, I think I actually got the case closed now. So that is step one. Step two is the box. So in the bottom of the box, I've already got an extra piece of cardboard to strengthen the bottom. What I want to do before I put that in there is I want to try to modify this thing. I can't remember what I got in it. An amplifier or something. I can't remember, but I figured if I cut it open, I should be able to set the case in here and then put some bubble wrap around the top part of the case, slide her down in there, and then just pack all kinds of packing material around it. So we're going to see if this works. It should fit down in the box, yeah. So let's see if we can get the butt of the case to fit in. Alright, so my theory worked. So now what I need to do is find a smaller piece of bubble wrap to put here, because I'm going to tape this together and I don't want to get tape stuck on a case. Grab my tape. I should have did my 6 P's before I started this video. In case you guys are wondering what the 6 P's are, it means prior planning prevents piss poor performance. So had I really spent a little extra time, I'd have had everything ready to go. All right, I'm pleased with that. More than adequate there, but I'm still going to put some more in the bottom. Yeah, that worked. I wish I had more of those. I know at Stu Mac you can get some kind of inflatable kit, so if you guys are interested in doing something similar to this, but it's actually meant for that, go to Stu Mac, and they have, you buy the box, the air packaging, and all the cardboard braces and all that stuff. I just like to be creative and use up old packing materials and stuff like that. It's really sad to see this go, but this is what I do: buy, sell, trade. So this is part of the game. But now that we have 2 guitars that are gone now, obviously we're gonna have to start getting something else in here. Oop, pulled a little hard there. I can fix that with some tape. I'll be using this eBay tape for another 10 years. I got so much of it. Alright. pull so hard this time. Normally I'll put the case in a clear plastic bag or a transparent orange bag. I got a few different plastic bags. I actually ran out of those, and I'm doing this basically to protect the case from getting chafed and all that kind of stuff, from being rubbed or whatever, jostled around in the box. And this bubble wrap here is just going to help protect it further, especially the body. Man, I'm impressed with that. What am I doing? Grabbing the neck rest instead of the tape. Oh, I hate when that happens. That's the one thing I don't like about this eBay tape. It does that very easily. But other than that, it's really sticky. Alright, I think that is taped up enough to get it in the box. I think I'm going to put one more layer of bubble wrap down in the bottom. Let's see, where am I going to make? I guess it don't matter, it's a new box. Perfect. Alright. I always have a nice big piece of bubble wrap to put around the headstock in the end. But now what I do, I just start packing it, and I get all the way down in beside the guitar on each side and work my way up and just keep it centered and keep spacing on each side of it here, so you can pack the bubble wrap in on each side of the headstock. The bottom's already completely surrounded, so if you go back to my unboxing video of the Zakk Wylde guitar, you'll see how not to pack a box or pack the guitar. It came in the box with literally 3 pieces of paper, about 3 times the size. That's it, and it was just rattling all around. I don't know how it didn't make it, or it did make it there, because it was pretty bad. And just work your way back and forth so you can keep it centered without moving and stuff. I wrapped that one around it a couple times, about mid-neck. Alright, so see, there it is so far, and it's not moving. And it's staying centered in the box, so that's what you want. Then you take your bubble wrap, get it shoved down in here. A couple more pieces of paper and we're done. Now here's where I probably end up going to use a whole roll of this stuff, because I get nutty fruitcake, especially when you're shipping out a guitar that's over $10,000. You got to make sure it's packed really good. And this one, I had to use an oversized box and stuff because of the length of it. So normally, instead of being 52 inches or whatever it is, it'd be 45. And then instead of being 6 or 8 deep, or 6 inches, and instead of 24, it's 18. So there's a big difference in the size of this as well. And a normal Les Paul usually ships around 22 pounds. And I hope I didn't overweigh this, because I guesstimated at 25 pounds. But if I guessed wrong, I just cancel the shipping label and print another one. I don't even want to put it on there until I get it taped up, because this is going to keep getting more weight on it. So we'll see. I took a guesstimate. What I did is I stuck everything on the scale, but I didn't take into account for all that paper I just stuffed in there. So we'll see if my guesstimate was right. If not, like I said, I'll have to cancel the label and do it again. Come on, this stuff is so flimsy. Well, I guess that's where it wants to be stuck, so that's where it's gonna go. I like to go back and forth too and overlap in different directions quite a bit, just in case the tape comes loose or anything like that. I've been hunting and searching for the next purchase. I got a lot of different things I'm looking at, and a lot of the things I'm looking at sold already because they were such a good deal, and I'm already regretting a couple of them that had passed, so I don't know. We'll figure something out though. It's not like I don't have anything to talk about. We got a whole counter of stuff here that we haven't gone through yet. All right, we're getting there. Nice thing for him is he'll just have to retape the top, because I'm gonna go nutty fruitcake on the bottom too. Top's done. Let's make sure the bottom's nice and secure. almost gonna find out here in a second if I gotta reprint my label or not. I guessed at 25 pounds. Because most Les Pauls are about 21, 22. Even though this one's bigger, it's chambered, it's still light. But with the extra size of the box and the packing material, I guess 25. So we'll see where I'm at here. Look at that, just ran out. All right, well, let's see what I got here. Oh, that sucks. I got to reprint my label. 26 pounds, 11 ounces. All right, well, I guess I'm not putting the label on. So I'm going to have to cancel the label and reprint that. And then I got to get it to UPS here. So that's it, guys. Buckethead is gone. So if you guys find one out there and it's a good price, grab them because they're rare and you can't find them. And if you do, people want a lot of money for them. So that's the last time we're going to see Buckethead. Hopefully the new owner is going to be very pleased with it. He has a Buckethead studio and 28 scale and some other nice stuff. So I'm sure he's really going to enjoy that. Stay tuned. We got more projects coming up and we're going to have to actually buy some more guitars. So, and we got to go through this pile of guitars here on the bench. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.